All right. What have I not asked that you are asked a lot?
One thing I want to mention, we briefly touched upon it, but the importance of flossing. I know parents think I'm
Oh,
insane for bringing flossing up, especially when brushing is a battle. Use floss picks wherever teeth touch because I think this is one of the most under talked topics with kids and most often areas where we see cavities start. Around age 4 is when the back baby molars start to touch, and a really, really common area for cavities to start because when we're brushing, the toothbrush is too big to clean in between those nooks and crannies. So stuff sits there and can cause cavities.
and when do you start flossing or getting them into the habit?
Totally age independent. It's very position dependent. So I started flossing my 6.5 months old bottom two teeth because they came in touching. And you just need
Mhm.
to pop it in, make sure nothing's sticking in there.
Okay, so totally dependent on when the tooth comes in, if they're touching, those are the spots that you want to prioritize. And so I always, and with my kids, like there's two slots you can get into when you go in with a flosser. Do you need both or like just the one is good?
Every single place they're touching. So two
Okay.
slots.
So you want to like, do you know what I mean? Like
Like
you
the
can
front
go
and
like
back.
up and left, up and this way, up and this way. So I
Yes.
always
No.
feel like I'm
No,
okay. Okay. I know it's a silly question, but like
no, it's
maybe
not.
I could have half the amount of work I was doing,
It's
but
not.
I
It's
guess
a
not.
great
Okay.
question.
All right, got it. And what I've been told is that the flosser, like the string floss, is probably better, but like the handhelds are more realistic. So that's just good. That's good enough. We're all right.
Call it a win if you're flossing. I think string floss tends to turn into a rodeo with kids, and then you end up not doing it because it turns into a headache. So just stick with what you can. And I tend to find that floss pickers work better with kids.
Okay, awesome. They are much easier. Can you reuse them?
Probably wouldn't because if you're kind of just moving plaque around. There are reusable
Oh,
ones where you just change the string in between. There are a couple of companies that have come up with that.
okay. We need ones that are not plastic if they're
100%.
so
There are bamboo
disposable.
ones. Yeah, I
Oh,
completely agree.
all right. We can go for the bamboo. Good to know. All right. What else are you asked a lot about that I might have missed? Flossing was a big one.
A big one. Um, I think whitening's a big one in this day and age with social media. I
Hmm.
it's a hard conversation. Baby teeth are naturally whiter than adult teeth, so when we start getting those adult teeth come in, they naturally look yellower next to it. It's almost like an optical illusion. I wanna always reassure parents that that is so normal. Once the baby teeth are lost, everything looks uniform and, a lot of parents are relieved with that. Usually aesthetics, whitening comes down the line once we're out of the baby tooth phase.
Okay. That totally rings true to my life. Just by the way, with a almost 8-year-old, and like, why are they so yellow? You're not brushing enough. That's gross, but I think it's a natural color. And so we were always told like brushing at night is really important. Brushing during the day is more like social grace that you're doing for everyone else. Is this true, or should everyone really be? I mean, adults obviously, but like, should kids really be in the habit of brushing twice a day, or even more? Actually.
Ideally twice a day, especially like you said, the nighttime brushing when we're eating and drinking through the day. You want the teeth to be clean overnight, but it's good to do it first thing in the morning as well.
Do you try to make that morning brush after breakfast is eaten, or it's just like if you get it in, you're good?
I think for a lot of young kids, as long as you get it in, just call it a win because parents are busy trying to get to work, trying to balance making breakfast and get out the door. So if you're able to work it in, just call it a win at that point.